It pretty much goes without saying that in the current era of gaming, it takes something special to make a third-person action-adventure game stand out from the crowd. When Otogi Myth of Demons was released on the Xbox in 2003, it had this special quality in spades. It managed to juxtapose the serene art style of traditional Japanese art and mythos with the inherent violence of an undead swordsman destroying everything and everyone in his path. The good news is that Raiko, the undead swordsman in question, is back, and he's brought some friends along with him for another rampage in Otogi 2 Immortal Warriors. The hack-and-slash gameplay of Otogi 2 remains largely untouched from its predecessor, though it does boast a few new twists. This rests primarily on the shoulders of the new characters. They include Kintoki, a gargantuan man with Herculean grapples, Tsuna, a werewolf-like warrior, Sadamitsu, a young girl in flowing robes and bearing an enormous scythe, Suetake, a tree-like creature with an enormous wheel upon its back, and Seimei, an ethereally glowing priestess armed with 2 fans. You'll be able to use most of these characters along with Raiko from the get-go, though Seimei doesn't become available until later on. You can use the characters to tackle any stage, but once you use a character for a given stage, you might not be able to use that same character for the next one. As before, you'll have a goal in each stage to accomplish, and you'll be able to destroy just about anything in your path as you go along. However, there are also bonus stages you'll be able to take part in along the way, which you'll unlock as you progress. While the game controls much like the original, each character has at least one technique which sets him or her apart from the others. For instance, Raiko can execute a double jump, while Kintoki can grapple foes in the air and toss them at other enemies. Tsuna generates shockwaves in his combos to defeat foes, while Suetake is capable of storing magic energy while in motion. Sadamitsu can take to the skies by double jumping after performing a dash, and finally, Seimei can toss opponents like Kintoki while retaining the ability to double jump. This all ensures that each character plays uniquely, requiring a different strategy for each of them. If the controls have any particular shortcoming, it's that the camera can be problematic at times, requiring a lot of babysitting to give you the best view of the action. Still, with so much chaos happening on screen, there's a good strategy just in swinging an awful lot and waiting to see where the dust settles. Otogi Myth of Demons was a fantastic looking game to begin with, yet amazingly enough, From Software has managed to improve the look of the game immensely in this sequel. The characters as well as the highly destructible environments all boast a high amount of detail. But where the game really shines is with its robust filtering system, allowing lights to bloom ethereally and allowing each region of the game to look really unique, from a bleak snow-covered bamboo forest to a lush and dank jungle. There's just a broad range of different looks here. The downfall of all this beauty is that the frame rate does take an occasional hit, but it's rarely something that will affect the gameplay. Falling in line with the original, the audio of Otogi 2 follows the guideline of less is more. You'll hear sparse tunes, ambient sounds, and the sounds of the environment being reduced to rubble, and it all adds up to capture a sparse and eerie serenity which suits the game's theme very well. Like the first game, you can opt to hear the story and dialogue either in English or in Japanese, and both are performed quite well. Based on everything we've seen thus far, everything about Otogi 2 The Immortal Warriors suggests that this is going to be a worthy successor to the original. If you're a fan of the original, you should make it a point to check this one out. On the other hand, if you weren't fortunate to play the first Otogi and think you'd enjoy a uniquely themed action game, then you'll certainly also want to give this one a look when it hits store shelves next month.